proved. So at this time of crisis, what should be the best answer? Like I have given him, quoted him. You have killed one person, you have killed the whole of humanity, and etc. There are black sheep in all community. But I would like to know from you what can be the best answer so we all can really give at this point of time. Thank you.
You was asked a very good question, which is a very relevant question in these past few years, especially in these past few days, especially in Bombay. That while you were doing dawah to a non-Muslim, and you were trying to explain Islam religion of peace, when the bomb blast took place, he's saying, why are the Muslims blamed? Though they are not yet, I mean, that's a very good point, he said, that though it's not yet proved, why are the Muslims blamed? And there was an article which came in Times of India today morning, and the title was 72 Virgins, was the title. Another article, when the Muslim clerics went to the chief minister, and there was a conference and a meeting, trying to say that, there should be communal harmony, etc. One of the reporters, a lady reporter, asked the Muslim clerics that why are the Muslims only blamed? And this question is always a question mark. And the reply is given very well in this article in 72 Virgins, is heading, under the column of personal experience, personal views. And he starts the article by mentioning that he, being a reporter of the Times of India, a very senior reporter, he goes to one of these art galleries. And there the person who's there in charge, he says that terrorists are not allowed. And then he said, I was only joking, come inside. But then he writes that this statement, though as a joke, did hurt me. And then he gives his experience that he had been to America a few months before, and they were interacting with the various people involved, the police, etc., in the investigation of terrorist activity. And after he explained all the things, one of the police officers told him that he said that is it mentioned in the Quran that you will get 72 virgins in Jannah for a person who does suicide bombing or a person who gets killed? So he clarified there is no such statement in the Quran at all, and nowhere in the text. So he gave a counter reply that why does the media only portray these things about jihad and about killing? Why don't they mention and why don't they publicize the saying of Prophet Muhammad? And Muhammad said that the best jihad is jihad of nafs, is to strive against own one's evil inclination. That's the best jihad. So why doesn't the media portray this? Indirectly saying that the media is very much responsible for this. Further in his experiences, he says that whenever there's any bombing, and he gives various names of cities, whether it be here, whether it be there, whether it be Mali, whether it be Mumbai, the Muslims are always the prime suspect. Most of the time they are the prime suspect. And why is it that only Muslims are prime suspect? And why do we link it with Al-Qaeda as only Islam that is there? And then he continues and he says that if such atrocities take place in Gujarat, a massacre of the Muslims, innocent Muslims, which is undebatable, thousands of Muslims were killed. And after that, the person who is responsible, he is glorified. And if he is going to come to Bombay to give a lecture against terrorism, what will happen? So surely, because of this negative reaction, innocent Muslims will join, according to him, Al-Qaeda. That's his view he gave. That if the government doesn't take action against innocent Muslims being killed, so who did it is a different thing. When they realize who is the culprit, if the government is not taking action, it happens that these people will join such forces innocently, whether right or wrong. And he goes on, he explains various examples he gives. And then he says, he talks about one of his friends. I mean, the article is very good. It's one of the best articles I've read. In fact, so many years, especially in Times of India. And he continues and he says that one of his friend's daughter in Delhi, she took a job in one of the schools. And one 10-year-old student tells her, that name was Mariam, that teacher, how can you speak English? Do Muslims speak English? She was an English teacher. So she was so disturbed, that 10-year-old student telling her that can Muslims speak English? So in short, this is how the media portrays. And then he gives another example. That one person went to a building to buy a flat. And the agent told him, it's a very good building. He said, very good building, there are no Muslims here. So he gave many such examples. The article was beautiful. In the last paragraph he mentions, but when I was seeing the news channel, I saw a Hindu couple searching for a Muslim boy. And when it was inquired that, was the boy a relative? They said, no, he was not my relative. He was like my son. And then he ends the article by saying, it is such incidents that rekindles my faith in India and gives me hope that India again will be a good country. He ends the article. And I would like to say that such articles in Times of India rekindle my faith in Times of India. The Times of India also will be unbiased. And we have to appreciate such articles. Now this replies to your question also. That why are Muslims the suspect? Because the media portrays them. And the reply you gave, black sheep of the community is right. But only saying about black sheep, the answer that I gave is right. But as time goes on, the answer keeps on getting modified. The answer is right. The answer remains the same. The answer what I give always, that they pick up the black sheep community and they portray as though the exemplary Muslims. And they give information about Islam which is half-baked. They quote the Quran out of context. So this is the main thing. What we have to tell, that this media, they influence the human beings.